what's good, channel? Hope everybody doing fine. Everybody well. You having a good day. If you could get out and hoop today, go ahead and do that. It's a little cloudy today. I don't think I'll be able to get outside and hoop today. But I just wanted to tap in real quick and talk about. This is my perspective, and obviously I'm not. Well, it's not obvious. I'm not a professional player. I've never been a professional player. I'm just a guy that love the game. I love the game with all my heart. I wanted to talk about excuse me if I say the dude's name wrong. The lyles, the track guy that won medals for USA recently, and his comments on world champion about NBA players, about the league, the NBA when they win the championship, calling themselves world champions. I touched on this on Instagram, and it wasn't even. I didn't go too deep with it. I just finished watching Gilbert Arenas' clip about the whole NBA calling themselves world champions. Now, and it's not much that I really don't disagree with Gilbert Arenas on a lot of stuff, and obviously my opinion don't mean shit compared to his. Excuse me. But listen where we're coming from. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to this situation or this topic. We talking logically. In my mind, we're talking. It's a logical statement. Now, when the dude spoke this statement, it came off emotional. That's how I viewed it. It came off jealous, if that makes sense. Which I can see that. The NBA championship happens every year like clockwork, unless, like some pandemic shit or whatever. NBA championship happens every year, but the track and field is not. I know they do stuff throughout the year, or I imagine they do stuff throughout the year, but the Olympics is every 4 years, so they're not getting that visibility. So I see it as a point of jealousy, if that makes sense. Secondly, I always say that it's never necessarily the message, it's how you deliver the message, which it shouldn't be. The message is the message, not the delivery. You can't, whatever. So let's go back. Logically, if we listen to this statement, when somebody has a statement like that, I try to listen for the logic or the truth or the actual, I try to listen for the actual message. He said, how can you call yourself world champions when you're only playing in the US? So Gilbert agrees. He's on the side of the NBA players and saying, dude is wrong. It makes no sense to me. You can't call yourself a world. The only basketball players in my mind that can call themselves world champions are the ones that wins the FIBA league, or they win the gold medal for the Olympics. That's just logic. That's maybe my logic is flawed, but logically, that's who I can see calling themselves world champions in basketball. If there was a world league, like there was the best team from every country, or however it was set up, the USA had a team, France had a team, Russia had a team, China, Japan, Africa, whatever countries in Africa. But that's what I'm saying. It was a tournament, even just a country tournament, and that's what the fucking Olympics is. But they had a season, or they played somewhere, or in the summer they had some kind of season, whatever. They had a season, an actual league had actual season, played so many games, and then at the end of the season they had a tournament, and then whoever won the championship for that league, then you would be world champion. That's how I view it. On Gilbert's take, when Gilbert was talking about it, he was talking about that league couldn't happen because all the best players from the other country want to come over to the NBA and play. And then at some point they start talking about one-on-ones. that's not what people who are thinking logically when they agree with him. They're talking about, fam, well, America doesn't play any other teams. And nobody, I guess what Gilbert was saying was like, nobody's going to beat the USA in that tournament. Nobody's going to beat the USA in that league or whatever the case may be, or that setup, because all the best players from the other countries are coming over to America. We understand that. We're not disputing any of that. What we're saying is we don't play the best team, the NBA champions, don't go play the best, the other league champions across the world. So how can that team call themselves, that team in the NBA, solely call themselves the world champions? That's the only thing that I logically believe, or I see it that way logically. So I don't necessarily, I'm not going, I never got into calling the NBA, even the baseball, the same situation, World Series, it's not, the world's not in it. But that's just how I see it. So I just want to tap in real quick. It's my first talking head video. Pause if you immature. Yeah, man. I hope y'all have a good day. Go hoop or something. If you can't hoop outside, go inside and hoop. Get some shots up. Get them reps up. Work on your handles. If you can't shoot, go in the basement and dribble the ball. You know what I'm saying? Have a good day. Get your game tight. Get your game right. Have a good day, fam.